Absolutely.
Hey! Braxton! Joshua Clinton!
Woo! Yeah! Looking good!
Braxton, Joshua Clinton. Well, you made it through another milestone. Graduating with a degree has only been accomplished by a few stubborn, determined ones in our family. I hope you will use this knowledge. I hope you will use this knowledge you have received to enrich every aspect of your life toward your next goal or milestone. You have prevailed through countless struggles and hurdles to reach this accomplishment. You may even have to rename your podcast to Broke Buoys Bushcraft, as that you are anchored in Jesus and floating in the ocean of life, a marker and beacon for others. Be always grateful to your Lord for His many blessings, and you will do well, very well, as your family name indicates, Wells. I pray you are protected in your endeavors and bright future. Much love and admiration, Professor Tito.
Way to go, Braxton! Way to go, Braxton! Woo! Yeah, yeah. Time to get gaitored.
Alright, boys and some girls, we got the boys out here. We're gonna go
Good, homie.
And as you can see, by the intro, I graduated. I'm a big boy now. Now I gotta get me a big boy job.
You finally got out of prison.
Finally got out of prison. Yep. So, yeah, this video is just us guys. We're just gonna hang out, just spend some time with each other. We're going to go over future plans for the camp. I'm thinking about building like a bushcraft cabin, like right over there into the hillside.
We need more room. There's not enough room for all of us.
Yeah, all four of us are in there. Two of us are sleeping on the floor. Two of us are sleeping on the different little cots that we made. So it's a little cramped, but in order to have bigger people, like more people,
Bigger people, wow.
have bigger people.
Wow.
Sorry, have bigger.
Dang, I feel offended. I feel offended.
Have more people camp. We need to build another shelter. So I was thinking of more of a bushcraft cabin type style. We'll talk more about it later on tonight. The sun's just about to come down, and it's about to get dark. So we're just gonna hang out.
Chop some wood.
Split up some wood. We got a whole bunch of wood to split.
We ain't tried to freeze tonight. It's gonna be about 35.
Alright. This is all the wood we be chopping up in here, up in this piece. We about to get this, put it on that, and go chaw!
We are sorry for
Rope
this.
boys, bushcraft style.
Missourians
It's
do
not that.
know
It's the
how to
wood,
chop
dude. Me and Cody got some of this wood last time, and it took forever to split. You remember that? No, Cody.
Yes, I do.
It was
We were taking turns. We both had an axe. We're
Because
just
it
going to
doesn't have
town.
cracks in it.
Yeah.
It's too green.
We're doing that at like 2 o'clock in the
Maybe
morning.
it's
though.
wet.
It's just hardwood.
It burns good though.
You know what could do it better.
What?
So
Anderson
this is the
fucking
first test of this
Sledgehammer.
little sledgehammer, this little bushcraft sledgehammer
This
that he made.
little sledge piece that we got.
This little sledge piece. It's a slam piece.
Do it super hard.
Want to do it super hard?
I don't know how much it can take. Oh.
No.
It's cracking a little bit. If you can get that out, I bet it'll split.
I'm not stupid.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Oh, it's split, buddy. He split. She thick. You know what they say? Whenever the other end doesn't split, flip her over and try her again. Let her have it.
Well, that's what my pappy told me too.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that
oh,
one was gonna get it.
oh, this boy already done, bud. No, you don't even need that. Back up. This boy split already.
All right, I see it. Get it. Hey!
Only took 5 minutes.
2 hours later.
And as it went on through the night, they kept a-chopping and a-chopping.
This wood, bro. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but this is some dense boys. This is a camping trip, not a bushcraft trip. That's why we got the chainsaw out. And roasted them, son.
Hey, what would we have done if we were just out in the woods with nothing but an axe?
We would pick up dead
very,
sticks. We wouldn't be
very
having firewood
tired.
like this. We wouldn't have dense firewood like this.
Why wouldn't we just burn the whole log?
We could do that too.
Hey, Anderson,
Eat it for dinner.
Hey, what's up?
how's it been since you've been on this little thingy?
It's been good. How have you been, Noah?
Been
How have you been, Noah?
I've been freaking good. Ooh! All right, Cody.
Nothing, dude.
All right. Cody,
Yeah, what up, dude?
how's your second appearance on Broke Boys Bushcraft?
This is actually my third, bro.
This is actually your third?
This is my third, bro.
Oh,
I'm the one
man.
that made this channel.
Oh!
I'm just playing. It's a whole factor of everybody. We're just going out here and camp. No bushcraft style tonight. This wood's too hard. We got out here too late because our boy graduated. So we're just gonna chill. Since there's no bushcraft, we're probably gonna head to Taco Bell here soon and get us a little food. But then we're gonna come back, just chill around the fire and have a good time together. So
This done turned into Broke Boys camping.
it's cool, man. I mean, if you look, there's a truck right there through the trees, so it's not really.
You can barely see it.
Pick a number between 1 and 5.
7.
You're closer. You get the trophy.
Yes, just leave it here and I will mount it.
Here, wait.
What was it,
Hey.
4?
Hey, I need a light, guys.
Just about.
Keep it saucy. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look at that crag, ball.
Ooh, look at the crack. Wait. Zoom in on the crack.
Oh, look at that crag.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
that crag, ball. Oh, that crag, ball. Oh, you ready for some Hercules stuff right here?
Do it.
Hercules!
I just about took out all our drinks.
Woo! What we doing? What we doing? What we got? Give us a tour, Anderson. What we got to drink?
I don't know.
What's the drinks?
Cody stocked us up, my gosh.
Looks like we got some Coke, some Dr. Pepper, some Mellow Yellow.
Ooh, we about to get crunked up, son. All right. You got anything else to say, little buddy?
I don't think so.
Don't put your hand near the axe.
Might get
warning you
freaked, bud.
Okay, so Cody here, he's sitting on the chair and we heard a big crack, so it probably is going to snap. And if that's the case, then that's going to be the second person that snaps this chair.
It's some shady building is what it is.
Oh yeah,
I hope you're getting a good view of this.
That is snap, dude.
Is it really snapped?
Dude, it's cracked. Hey, look at that crack right there. Oh, it's going to snap. Oh my gosh, I just rebuilt this thing. I got to quit having hefty friends over. Golly.
Oh, so you're fat shaming now.
Good morning, guys. Hopefully y'all slept as well as we did. I slept really good. All four of us were in the shelter. I was on my normal bed. Cody was on the other bed. And then Anderson and Noah, they were sleeping on the floor. But it's okay, we made it comfortable for them. We laid out like a tarp. And put a tarp down, gave them both a mat, like a sleeping mat. And then their sleeping bags and an extra cover. So we were all good. We had the fire going in there to warm up the place. But it turned out all good. But anyways, so it's time to do my morning routine, boys and girls. This stuff's worth pure gold right now. Oh yeah. See you boys and girls in a bit. Alright. Now that business is taken care of, we can get down to some more business. So, I guess let's just go over some plans. Some future plans for the camp. What I kind of really want to do with this place. Originally, I was just going to have that one main shelter and a bunch of little craft type stuff around here, which is what I've done. But, I don't know, having more than 2 people camp with me has made me realize, like, hey, I should take this opportunity to build another shelter, and with this other shelter, I don't know, maybe expand my building knowledge, I guess, maybe. And that way we can have more people camp at one time and have it more of like a gathering place for me and my friends and family and whoever really wants to. So, what I've decided to do is I want to build a bushcraft cabin, guys. And I want to build it up into this hill right here. I want to, there's an incline on this back hill. Right there's the sawhorse to give you a little reference point of where, where it actually, what I'm talking about. So this hill right here, it slopes up. What I'm wanting to do is take my shovel and dig out the back of it to kind of make it where it's flat on the bottom and it's flat all the way up, and then it has a straight 90-degree angle going up the back. Not too far in, just, I don't know, maybe like 4 feet maybe, 4 feet back. Dig all that out. And then my brother has a bunch of lumber way on the other side of the property that he had to mill because he's turning part of this property into real estate. And in order to do that, he had to excavate or whatever. So there's some lumber that is just sitting there. So I asked if I could use it, and he said, yeah, no problem. So there's some big old logs, I don't know, probably like 6 inches in diameter. There's a lot bigger logs, but anything more than that is a little bit too much for me to handle. So, never mind. So, we're going to get those logs. We're going to strip down the logs. And I kind of want to use it kind of like, y'all ever used to play with Lincoln logs? Like the little sets where you like interlock them and build your own little toy cabin or whatever. I kind of want to do it like that. I want to do I want to strip all the bark off. I want to have it all leveled out right through here. And I want to layer the logs on top of each other. But I want to do it in a way where there isn't a gap in between them. I could probably do that by getting some moss and putting it on the top of each layer. And just keep going around, interlocking it all the way. And in the front, there would obviously be a door, so I'd have that opening. And then also, in the very back of the shelter, I want to have another fireplace. But instead of, like in the stable, right over here, we put the fireplace on the inside, which isn't a problem. It works just fine. The only problem is it takes up space. It takes up, interior space. And so I was thinking with this one, what we could do is build the wall and then just cut out like a little hole in the wall, probably about, I don't know, like thigh high maybe, like thigh high. Cut it about that high, and then have the logs just keep going past that. Cut it out, and then on the back side, dig it out a little bit further the hill, and then look at all these rocks that I have over here. I got a whole bunch of rocks, and that I was thinking that I could line that little hole out of and make like a fireplace and chimney like in the hill, and it comes up on the outside of the shelter, but it's like in the hill, and it's just like, surrounded by rocks. So I thought that would be really cool. This is going to be a really big project, and it's going to be a lot of work. So the content for this series might be a little slow because it's going to take multiple days of coming out just to do one thing. Like for example, now coming out here and excavating that right there will be multiple days of work just with a shovel digging it out. So you get my point. Another day would be just stripping off the bark off of all the logs. That'd be a lot of work, and nobody wants to just watch a video of just stripping bark. So my point is, I'm gonna get the logs, I'm gonna strip all the bark off of them, and then maybe start interlocking them, and that'll be a couple different. That'll be like a whole week's worth of work, but it'll be one video. That's just for convenience for you guys, convenience for me. It means I don't have to film every little thing, but it'll be cool. And this one, it is a bushcraft cabin. That's what I want to go for. I want it to be rustic, just gritty, not like super meticulous, I guess. So what I'm thinking about doing is interlocking the logs. I have some old tin sheets, metal roofing, that my brother gave me a long time ago. I've been using it just to like keep my wood at home dry or whatever, but I figured I could use it for this. I thought it'd be really cool. So I'm going to do some rafters out of logs that I found out here, and then I'm going to put the metal sheeting on. I wanted it to be a 10 by 10 space on the inside, so like, I'm okay with an 8 by 8 interior space, so 64 square feet, which would be really cool, because I know the logs have diameter to them as well. So yeah, interior 8 by 8 would be nice. They'd give me enough room to build beds, and instead of like in the stable, instead of having two beds like on the other side, each side, I was thinking about doing like bunk beds. I thought that would be really cool to try and build. So that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to do bunk beds. We're gonna have I'm gonna try to make a little bar table in there, because my uncle, he yesterday when I graduated or whatever, he gave me his old Coleman camping propane stove, and I figured, man, we can just keep that here, and especially in the little miniature bushcraft cabin, because it'd be dry in there and everything. And we could I could build like a little bar table in there, put that in there, and you could just cook in there whenever it's raining outside, and I have to fool with getting a fire started out here. I'm going to use nails on it, minimal nails, because mostly it's just going to be the logs interlocking with each other through joints and joinery. But I will use nails to get the roof attached to the rafters and so forth. So it's not completely primitive, but at the same time, it's not like modern day building either. It's more of a middle ground, kind of like what our
forefathers have done. So I think it'll be a pretty cool project. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of work though, and I know, but I have a lot of friends that want to help, be a part of that. So that's the future of Broke Boys Bushcraft. That's what we want to work on next. There's also some more camp maintenance type stuff that we got to do. Like, for example, we really got to work on this right here. This is the second time that this thing is broken. And it's just this piece. Each time, I just need to get a thicker piece. A piece that is stronger, that can withstand more weight. So, when I take this whole thing apart, I'm just going to have to replace this piece right here. Which isn't that bad, but still, it's aggravating that it's broken twice now. So, that's okay. I also need to redo the roof of the stable. As you can see, this is all dead, and it's all sliding down. And it just looks tacky right now. So I'm thinking, here soon, not today, here soon I'll take some of this off, or all of it off. I'll take all of it off and get fresh new pine boughs, put them up there so it'll have that green look to it. It'll be more camouflage. It won't look so nasty, I guess. But, yep, as you can see, I've already moved the shave horse over to where the log pile used to be. I still have a little bit of logs, but I cleaned up most of it because most of it was just old and rotting, and I was like, no, let's just get rid of it and burn it. So I did that. The sawhorse will be moved down that way, just a hair, just enough for the cabin to be. I also want it 10 feet tall, so just think of a 10 by 10 by 10. That's what I want it. On the interior, it'll be an 8 by 8 by 10. 10 feet tall, that'll be plenty for bunk beds anyway. So yeah. I guess this morning I'm going to dig out a little bit more of this hill. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me. Now that I've graduated, I have to be looking for a job that is actually, a job. So yeah, I'm going to get on that. Sorry for the content not being as frequent as it used to be, but don't get me wrong, I'm not going nowhere. I still want to make videos. It's something I enjoy doing. So, don't think I'm leaving, because I'm not. You stuck with me, Bo. You stuck with me.
So in order to make this level, we have to put in a makeshift retaining wall. In order to do that, we just got a bunch of logs, but we're only going to use one for the front. And we're going to put the log in. We made some stakes. We're going to hammer in the stakes along it, so that will keep the dirt from pushing the log and making it roll away. So it'll keep that. It'll be a step up into the cabin, and this will be leveled out with dirt. We're not done with that. We'll do that some other day. So we're just going to put in this first piece right here. That'll be the retaining wall. Fill it in with dirt some other day, and then we can start the actual log cabin process of linking them together.
This is Broke Boys Bushcraft, and when you're really broke, you still gotta eat. Dirty. Protein's protein. What can you say?
I mean, that's true, but still, oh my gosh.
It tastes like dirt.
If you don't clear all the junk out of it, you get a good little bit of sand in your teeth. Could be worse.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
What it tastes like besides just dirt?
It literally just tastes like dirt. You're eating a slimy, snotty piece of dirt.
That's disgusting.
I need my drink.
All that dirt.
That titty.
Oh my god.
Hey Braxton. So, I didn't make any videos about the campsite or anything. I wanted to make a video about your graduation because I didn't realize you were graduating this year, if I'm being honest. I kind of got caught up in all my own and just forgot about everyone else. But congratulations on graduating. You're going to do great out there. You're going to find yourself a job, and you and Bailey are going to make it. You've been through shit like we all have, and I'll tell you what, you're still one of the best men I've ever met and ever known. You played a big part of my life and everyone else's that I know you've touched. Believe me, you're one of my best friends. I love coming out here and hanging out with you whenever I can. I know I'm busy and it seems like I don't talk a lot and I seem to forget about people, but no. Y'all are some of the closest friends I could have ever asked for. You came at some of the hardest parts of my life. But
now streaming on Disney Plus.
I'm sure you'll see this eventually.
Alright guys, so we had a good time out here. We celebrated Braxton's graduation. Now he's got to be a real man. We all know he can't do that. But we just want to let you guys know that it's very odd for all four of us to be out here. Noah's going back to Missouri tomorrow. Yep. Anderson's going back to life. I'm going back to life. Braxton's probably going to play Minecraft all night.
That's not true. I gotta go to work too.
But so as you can see, we're sitting in what will be eventually our second shelter, which will be a log cabin type shelter with a little patio on the front. We're going big this time. This is going to be like the Donald Trump hotels of shelters. So, but we just want to tell you guys that thanks for watching. Hopefully it won't be a year or so before we all see each other again. And we'll do it again soon. See ya. Like, subscribe, and comment.